Hello, I am making my presentation on how to make a box of macaroni and cheese. First, you take your box and set it down next to your pan. You grab your pan and you fill it with water at least three-fourths of the way. After you fill it up, you bring it over to the stove. And you turn the stove on. You turn the stove on high or in between medium and high until it starts to boil. But before it starts to boil, you take some salt and put some salt in the water to make it boil faster. I'll be back when it starts boiling. But while we're waiting for it to boil, here's the instructions. So basically what I do is before it starts boiling, I open the box. I open the box and I take out the cheese powder that you mix in with it afterwards. I grab my dish of butter, set it to the side of the box, and grab the macaroni and the noodles inside and set that aside till the water boils. And to get the cheese ready to use, you have to shake it up and open it. Like that. And as you can see, there's cheese powder inside. You grab that later. Until then, you leave the milk inside of the fridge until you are mixing the cheese together. And I also mentioned you need a strainer to get the noodles out of the water. So I'm just going to set that right next to the sink for now. Water's starting to get some boiling particles on the bottom, and that's a good sign. You're also going to need a spoon. If you have a spoon that is wooden, that would work the best, but I'll find one. And I got the wooden spoon. For now, just set that right next to your cheese, powder, and noodles, and wait for your water to boil. Also, while we're waiting, let's grab a bowl to put the macaroni and cheese into. I guess let's grab one of these green bowls up here. Set that over here for now. And let's also grab a spoon or a fork or whatever you eat it with. Get in there. Let's also grab a glass. Set that over there with everything else. Takes a while to start boiling. Let's shut this. Alright, while we're waiting, I'm guessing we're gonna make some hot dogs to go along with the macaroni, so guess let's make hot dogs. Package of hot dogs. Doesn't matter how many that are in there, just I'm making 2. So basically you take the hot dogs, you open them, and then you just squeeze out the 2 hot dogs into the bowl. And you take your bowl, fill it with water, and then you throw it in the microwave for from 2 to 5 minutes. I'm going to put it in there for 3:30. So the water is boiling now, and we can pour the noodles in there for at least 16 to 18 minutes, and you have to stir thoroughly through that. So while we're waiting for the hot dogs to finish and stirring, I guess let's turn it down to medium and stir it for 18 minutes. Alright, I stirred it for solid 30 seconds. Let's grab the hot dog buns to put the hot dogs in afterwards. Ah, there they are. Put those next to the plate and go back to stirring so they don't stick to the bottom of the pan. Now the macaroni is boiling inside there and you're stirring it. Your hot dogs are almost done. And I'll be back in, say, 5 minutes. So when the macaroni gets close to done, we are going to need 2/3 of a cup of milk and the half a stick of butter and the cheese powder. So I'm gonna grab the milk now, put it over by the butter and the cheese, and cut back in before we make the macaroni. Alright, it's been 2 minutes and the hot dogs are finished. I guess let's take those out. And we have to grab a fork to take them out because I don't want to burn my fingers. And I'll let those sit there while the macaroni finishes. And I'll make them. It's just a lot of stirring. Okay, by now the noodles should be starting to get softer, so here's when you start taking some noodles from the bottom and taste testing them, seeing if they're soft enough. Almost there. Just grab that measuring cup so we can get the milk out in a perfect form. And here's the measuring cup. Let's stir this really quick so it don't burn, and grab the milk and measure out 2/3 of a cup. There. Okay. Now would be the perfect time to take the macaroni out and put it in the strainer. Basically, you pour it into the strainer and let it sit there for a couple seconds. Shake it. You put that to the side of the stove, and you pour your 2/3 of milk in there, half stick of butter, and pour your noodles back in there, and pour the cheese in. And stir it until it is done. And basically, after you get it all mixed up, it should be looking creamy and all the butter should be gone. You take there's pepper or salt, if you like pepper or salt in your macaroni, and you just shake some pepper in, grab a little bit of salt, put some more salt in, and stir it until it's done. And it should be done in maybe 10 seconds. Okay. It's done now, and basically what you do is you grab... Alright, so you pour the macaroni in there and make sure to turn off the stove as well. And time to make the hot dogs. So you grab your buns, you open them and take them out, then you break them in half and split them in half so you can put the hot dog in. Set that down, grab your fork so you don't burn your fingers, and you put your hot dog in the bun. Okay, other one. And you put the other bun in there, and you grab some ketchup. If you like mustard, sorry, I don't like mustard, but I'm just putting ketchup on it. Alright. And you put on your condiments in any order you like, and this is how you make macaroni and cheese and hot dogs. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.